Would you get more powerful or less powerful, though?
See, that's the trick, man. That's why the burst is so important. But here we go.
All right, so I think this is going to be very...
Man, that's why the
all right, so right off the bat, you know that all these players have history. And you also know that Johnny is scary as fuck. But this right here, we got round one. Okay, start.
Here we go.
Hey, what up, Starsky?
All right, so I think this is going to be very heavily played on the ground here. Both these characters...
Look at what Chachacha is doing here. Blocks, jumps back, runs up, whiffs. I think that's 2D. Sits, right, just so crouch blocks for a little bit.
Heavily played on the ground here. Both these characters
run up FD, and then Hayabusa. Like, Chachacha does maybe 2 attacks in the first 10 seconds. He is giving this man so much respect. And I don't know if this is a matchup thing or an Omito thing, but it looks to me... Hey, what up, Mauve? It looks to me like there's not a lot of, like, offensive aura being projected here.
Oh, nice. I beat the...
And oh my god, the bad burst. That fucking killed me.
Yeah, so that burst whiffs, so that meter is completely empty now. A huge disadvantage here.
Sick air throw.
Showing why he is a multi-time champion here.
And so this is actually something that I wanted to... I've been asking around for a little bit earlier today. Like, Omito, spoiler alert for people who didn't watch Top 8, Omito just makes everyone he plays in this tournament look free. I don't think he lost a game the entire time. And so it's really hard for me to tell, like, what he's good at, because it just looks like he's good at everything.
And look at that first round, so clean.
Making it look easy. So you might be wondering why Chachacha
makes it look easy.
He's trying to do something to get
Round star misfinder gets kicked in the face. Kind of doesn't really matter though. Actually, I want to see how he regains. So he gets kicked here. Backdash causes Heihyun to whiff, and then he does backdash coin. I like that. So like, I think Johnny's backdash is not too slow compared to other backdashes, is my guess. But normally after you backdash, you're usually at a disadvantage, right? Because the recovering from the backdash is going to take longer than whatever you were backdashing away from. I know Johnny's is a little bit faster, but backdash into coin is also pretty fast. So he can not only backdash and avoid something, he can immediately get a projectile out there that controls space, doesn't require him to recover much. And holy shit, Rush, that's good as hell. God damn, fucking Johnny players. Anyway, like with that backdash into coin, he's able, now it's his turn.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to get a little wily, right? Sometimes you have to, throw out questions to make sure they're not comfortable. Just run a wily, right?
I'll look at that again. So dashes in, sees the whiff 6P, dashes back out, and whiff punishes. I think that's a whiff punish. Let's see. In, out. Yeah, I think it was. This fucking character.
Yeah, another great whiff punish.
Nice PRC.
Oh, that was definitely. Oh, he tried to get in. 6P on top of that, not going to work out. Great call out by Omito. Good defense as well.
Like, as someone who doesn't really play Johnny, I played a little bit of Johnny in XX, but not much. I'm looking at the way Omito is using his buttons, and I'm like, this motherfucker's playing CVS 2. Like, he's just big ass buttons, and he's really good at it. 5H is 11 frames, and it's that big? All right, we playing Johnny tonight. I'm just going to fish. I'm just going to play him like he's fucking CVS 2 Sagat. We in there.
Nice anti-air.
Gets the anti-air, but drops the combo. Hits him with the rewind air dash. 5K on top of that. Tries to keep the pressure going. Nice 2P.
Yeah, links are cool. Don't worry about it.
Slugging right now, but you don't want to do that with Johnny, especially not.
And burst super. That was a quick first game. Let's see some of this again though.
Omito trying to hold this.
Walking. Yeah, he's not too committal with his movement. How do you catch him there?
Omito trying to hold this corner.
Dash up. Okay, yeah, you just saw it.
Gets the anti-air, but drops the combo. Hits him with the rewind.
6H has 4 frames of upper body envelop. Jesus Christ, this fucking character. Good buttons.
Nice 2P as well.
Nice block again with the backdash.
But you don't want to do that with Johnny, especially not
burst super. All right.
Johnny. What's my name?
So smart. Went right into the super to eliminate the possibility for Chachacha to burst, and just like that was a quick game one. Chachacha just couldn't get any momentum. The one knockdown.
Oh yeah, there's a new interview with Ishiwatari on Guilty Gear. He doesn't really say that much. He does say one interesting thing. He says, "Man, like nothing has ever left an impression on me quite like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike." I saw that and I was like, Yo, fuck Guilty Gear.
As he got up, that makes the fireball pull you more towards Haehyun, which actually makes the mix-up worse.
All right, and now you see Chachacha trying to get a lot more active further out in that neutral game, but it's not going to work out. Already in the corner, Omito in control. YRC on both sides. Oh, level 2 coin.
Yeah, no burst available here for Chachacha.
Look at that sick-ass combo. What up, Chamber?
No resources at all. Barely any meter to even FD.
Look at this pressure.
And again, yeah, let's take a look at this pressure.
Yeah, no burst available here for
So he gets the combo. It's a good-ass combo. You should be very proud of yourself. Dash up 5K into walk up a little bit and then 5H. Like, that's not something you see a lot of in Guilty Gear, but it does look very Street Fighter.
Any meter to even FD.
Amito's been playing 2020 the whole time. We didn't even know it.
Look at this pressure. Omito is not even letting you breathe. Not too much change left in the tip jar, though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very similar to round 1, just complete control by Omito. And you can see this is the kind of matchup that is just really tough for Haehyun because, like I said, she wants to stay on the ground, use that far slash, use that Hayabusa. But Johnny does so much.
Ooh, I like that too. I'm gonna see this again. So blocks a little bit on round start this time, and then just goes for a Mistfinder. Walks up, and then I'm guessing that he's walking up and either threatening with a throw or 2K. This time he goes for the 2K, gets a counter hit, and then gets a delayed. I think that's a delayed 2D after that.
Yes, that's definitely true. Especially looking for those coin confirms. Throwing them a little further out, get you more control of that neutral. But look at the conversion that you get by doing so. And even on the drop, you still get the stun. Omito spinning the meter, letting you know I got it all worked.
And that meaty coin to let Bakusai come out. Fuck.
With a perfect versus Chachacha.
And man, that was way.
Look at this big brain dude right here. He's got so much brain in here that he's got to let his hair grow out a little extra poofy, get that good ass pompadour going, just to accommodate more brain more brain space.
For 2 guys.
All right, so that was Omito versus Chachacha. Honestly, from watching that, as someone who doesn't play either character, the big thing I got from that is just Omito makes a lot of good decisions and doesn't make a lot of bad decisions. And it's easy to look at that and think, well, he must just be smarter and better than us. My understanding is, and you know, like, and take this with a grain of salt, but there's probably multiple things going on there, right? One is he's seen this shit before. He's played against Chachacha. He's played this game a lot, right? So he's not, it doesn't look like he's ever in a situation where he's surprised. He's ready for what's happening and what's about to happen. Soul Silver Arrow, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate the shout out. So yeah, part of it must be a bad matchup. Doesn't surprise me, but at no point does Omito look flustered or panicked here. In every single moment, he's in control. And to me, that says he's very comfortable with these situations and he knows what he's supposed to be reacting to, right? A lot of that is just experience. Yes, some of this is leveraging Johnny's strengths, like holy shit, those buttons. But at its core, what we're seeing is a dude who just knows Guilty Gear really well. All right, let's move on to the next one. What we got? LostSoul versus Daru Ino. This is the other winner's semis match.
The last time these guys played, they played one time in
the band went on to say he's hella carried by Johnny. I mean, yeah. It is funny to me that he's like there aren't that many Johnny players that do well though.
Relevant anymore.
I mean, look, think about it like this. We know where he comes from. He hails from the East Coast. He does have, is it Mr. He had the face.
You could open for Ryder so much, so I think, you can do
carry to the nature is what Daru's known.
Kind of actually.
All right, here we go.
S is very good against Ino. So here we go. This is match 2 of our top 8 winner's side. LostSoul versus Daru.
I'm gonna look at this scramble real quick.
So here we go.
So this is interesting to me because for the first like 5 to 7 seconds, neither player manages to successfully land a hit. So LostSoul is just
match 2 of our top 8 winner's side.
Trying to move around Ino.
Oh, jump D hits.
This is exactly what we
and like for both these characters are super oppressive once they've gotten you knocked down, but they don't really have great wake up options, right? So I would expect a lot of these matches to be pretty one-sided and pretty steamrolly.
So here we go. This is match 2 of our top 8
jump back,
side.
dashing S. It's interesting to me that LostSoul is mostly swinging with JS here. I would have expected more JH, but that's just because when I played Elfelt for 2 weeks, JH seemed really good. I don't know why he's swinging with S here.
Oh, jump D hits.
That JD, the god. Look at that conversion.
Joining that jump D, throwing in that jump D and that pressure train gonna get you a
That's got to be like 170 damage just because you fucked up blocking.
Pineberry just completely diffused right there.
Yeah, LostSoul. Ooh, the dive from so far actually got the counter.
Yo, that dive though. I want to see that again.
Yeah,
Check.
Oh, the dive from so far actually got the counter hit, so we got the combo off of it.
And this is exactly what I was talking about. This situation is important.
So Gutter Owl says JS covers more angles and has Gatlings in the combo. JH just regrounds. Got it. That makes sense.
Oh, go YRC goes right back in with the dust as well. Not going to be dead, but it's going to be a dangerous situation. She does have meter though.
Looks
I
for
like
the
that
tech.
one for the reset because, like you said, that
Shouts
was
to Meaty YRC Chemical Love, just making sure that you can't do shit but block. Woo! Oh my god.
Still got hit by the note.
That broke my heart there.
Send out the note and just go for the trade. You know you can't swing. You're already in block stun. That's going to be the first round on the side of Daru. Oh, nice. I like the 2D to get into that chemical love, right? It's definitely going to get her under. We saw it in pool play earlier on, but let's see what Daru can do to stop it.
Yeah, definitely the right
Fucking
idea.
sick ass conversions. So I actually got to play a set with LostSoul just in casuals before Top 32 started. He whooped my ass. He whooped my ass harder than he did at CEO like 2 years ago, and that was in tournament.
Completely differently. LostSoul now with the corner control here on this left side. Whoa, Daru walked out of the corner out from underneath him. LostSoul not ready for that.
He got the throw as well. I wonder why he was holding on to that Pineberry for so long. But here's a big hit. There's a burst, and that was dangerous. That was actually...
So Rush says, I can't tell if VCL YRC or Zwei YRC is more oppressive. I'm inclined to say Zwei YRC because grounded, it's like, especially when you do it grounded, basically Zwei YRC can cover horizontal and vertical axes based on how you space yourself, right? Whereas Eno kind of has to pick one.
Super dangerous.
Oh,
but I think Eno's mix is probably scarier after the VCL.
50% tension over there, so
God damn.
Yeah, burst super. Yeah,
fucking sick ass combos there.
2 rounds clean for Daru, and this is exactly what I was talking about. Oh, drive is an option.
I just want to see this again.
This round going completely differently. LostSoul now with the corner control here on this left
side.
side.
Look at that fucking damage.
Daru walked out of the corner out from underneath him. LostSoul not ready for that.
He got the throw as well. I wonder why he was holding on to that Pineberry for so long. But here's a big hit. There's a burst, and that was dangerous. That was actually super dangerous.
Oh, tried to 2H under the note. Didn't work out.
This is not good. 50% tension over there, so overdrive
burst
is
super,
an option.
Yeah, burst super.
And both these players just look really similar. Like when I'm looking at this game, for me the story of this game, it's Starsky and Eugene. The story of this game so far has just been like, you get that damage, like you get that hit, you turn that into some fucking damage. And both LostSoul and Daru, are really good at the conversions. Like they don't play the game against another person any more than they have to.
This is exactly what I was talking about.
They get in that
ass. One of the
ass.
things that's different right now. We talked about that jam pressure. This is that version of jam pressure we put out and to kind of.
Daru did primary also for stuff like that early dive that Daru did. It's not something you see a lot. So again, just have to wonder how much.
Look at that shit. Like
that Daru did
at max range.
See a lot.
So he swings with the JH, hover dashes, gets peak range, like max range, hovering JH counter hit, and turns it into a little extra damage and a knockdown.
Ready for this kind of stuff.
Like,
wow,
that's sick.
And on top of that, you can see right now he's delaying it. Good pressure once again. He gets the wall splat.
Yeah, LostSoul actually blocked the jump D, but then he went to punish and extended his hurt box into that VCL.
Gets the blitz right back. There's a burst.
LostSoul's just trying to get some momentum any way he can.
Okay, once again, another blitz. This time goes straight for the S. Trying to get an anti-air combo, and look at that, just stop short. Nice block on that 5D right there, and ready with the air.
Actually, yeah, I just want to point. I want to go back and look at this real quick. This exchange right here. So we get the combo.
VCL.
That could have been a tap blitz, right?
The jump D, but then he went to punish and extended.
So like, LostSoul gets knocked down here. He's got Eno on top of him, and at this point, like, LostSoul's only got 25. He's got a little over 25 meter, right? he's not going to be able to take much more damage. He's got a burst, but this round is one-sided enough that he's not going to want to use it unless he has to, or unless he feels like he's got a more even shot at it, right? So he's thinking, fuck it, I'm going to wake up Blitz. But he hold blitzes instead of tap blitz. Now, so in general, tap blitz is the stronger option. It means you're more confident that the hit that you're calling out with blitz is going to come out at that particular moment, because you only get, I think, like 8 frames or something to catch something with a tap blitz. A hold blitz says, I don't know exactly when this is coming, so I'm going to commit myself to a kind of the odds of getting the rejected is higher because the blitz is going to be active for longer, but you're forced into following it up with a blitz attack instead of just going into a regular attack from there, right? LostSoul goes for the less confident option. He goes for the hold blitz, even though I don't think it would have helped him out much, right? You know is coming for you at some point. If she baits your blitz, she's probably like, the hold blitz is probably not going to beat anything that she's going to do to you that tap blitz wouldn't also beat, right? But because he goes for the hold blitz, right, he is now committed into doing this, and that gives Daru a much easier time to try and counter blitz. Now, he goes a little bit too early. I think, like, my understanding is that what you're supposed to do in this situation is wait until they are in landing recovery, and then believe in some cases you can get a guaranteed, or at least more, a higher confidence blitz attack. But he lets it rock a little bit earlier and gets counter blitzed. And that's a small decision, right? The decision between tap blitz and hold blitz is just one of those things that, you know, one of over a dozen decisions made by either player in the first 20 seconds of this round. But because he did this, now Daru has the chance to counter blitz or blitz back where he wouldn't have had that chance quite so easily otherwise. And that forces LostSoul to use the burst, just trying to get right?
Some momentum any way he can.
And so from here, I think, okay, that blitz works out. And it's not the worst, right? Elfelt is building that burst meter back pretty quickly. But like, imagine what had happened if LostSoul had gone for tap blitz instead, right? If LostSoul had gone for tap blitz instead, maybe Daru doesn't get the counter blitz back, which means that Elfelt maybe, I mean, I don't know what LostSoul's got on deck from there. Maybe he's got some sick ass combo. Maybe he just throws her into the corner. Now he gets a chance to work his shit, and he still has burst, right? But because he went for the hold blitz, just that brief moment was enough to give Daru the chance to close out the round. Video games, y'all, they fucking wild as hell.
At least a little bit more, and it's paying off.
Yeah. LostSoul just can't
get
nice
air throw.
Here. Daru just seems like everything he's doing is working here.
No more anti-air. Look at that. Just jump H a lot coming from Daru.
All right, good hit here.
Oh my god. Holy shit. I'm gonna see that again.
Jump H a lot coming from Daru.
All right, good hit here.
Kick. So he IB'd that that 5K. He IBs the 5K, and I'm pretty sure that's what gave him enough time to blitz that grenade, the Pineberry. And because he blitzes the Pineberry, and Elfelt's so close, she actually gets blown back. Oh, that pose is so cute.
Wow.
And it was a fucking tap blitz, so he just gets to walk up and do whatever the fuck he wants. Holy shit, Daru.
He blitzes the grenade.
Gets that sick ass combo.
Working out right there. Takes the momentum back. Nice block on the 5D once again. LostSoul pulls the pin.
Nice. That was
nice throw.
Oh,
loses the Pineberry though. Oh my god.
Blitz. Yo, these blitz have been so special. Just raw H.
Just wake up 5H.
All right, nice. A little use of the sniper there to catch the backdash.
Ben, what are you saying is possibly accidental? We'll rewind this a little bit. So I think the timing on the Pineberry, yeah. Oh, the IB into blitz? I doubt it.
The explosion not gonna hurt. There's another.
I think he might have not known if it would work or not, but decided to try. But in general, it's pretty hard to get accidental blitz.
Blitz, yo, these blitz have been so special. Just raw H. Okay.
All right, nice. A little use of the sniper there to catch the backdash.
5H Pineberry, nice. 6H.
Yeah, using that to push towards the corner.
Blocks Kim glove.
Oh, Daru mixing up what he does after jump D so that LostSoul doesn't know how to punish correctly.
Oh, I like that. I want to point this out again. This is so I've been messing around with Eno a little bit, and this is one thing that I really didn't notice until now is doing stuff like hover dash to get in the air and then air dash once you're airborne, because that moves faster and kind of more decisively.
Doesn't know how to punish correctly.
Oh, the back dash and the conversion from Daru.
Wait, and what's LostSoul doing here? That gets him caught. He jumps back. P. Okay. I think the wire C might have fucked him up a little bit there.
No, just go for the pressure.
Baits out the blitz.
Still has burst. Oh,
nice,
wow.
Ooh, the burst whiz, huge opportunity here.
He caught the backdash. All right.
He's gonna stay alive. I'm not trying to be a soldier. Not on the loser side, I don't.
All right, LostSoul trying to stay alive.
Ooh.
Nice 2H under the note. All right.
Good combo
so
starter there.
A lot of 2H, but he's finally getting the timings and the positionings right to make it work.
Fuck.
He hasn't been having too much success.
Oh my god.
Oh, trying to hard bait the burst with that H stroke the victory.
Hey, what up, Denim Daddy? Yeah, Gutter Owl, you bring up a good point. So Gutter Owl is saying that it's probably LostSoul messed up the Pineberry pull when backed at, or I think is jumping back in that situation. And so he whiffs JP.
Nice.
Still gonna get a combo.
Oh, no combo off that.
Had a good idea there, though.
And now the neutral game is being played completely different here from LostSoul. You see him being a lot more mobile, pulling the pin on that grenade in the air just so he can get an opportunity to put it out, start off.
Nice throw.
That's a punish on the 8.
Actually, did he have to IB to get that? What is he? Oh. No. Wait. See, IB did not IB. Wait, let me see that again. No. He IB'd, I think, the JS. Or he IB'd the JD, but not the Chemical Love. Got it.
You can see him just choosing to navigate more than engage. Oh, wow.
Nice 5P.
Ready with the 5P.
Low. First is probably coming here.
Okay, but wait. So he got the knockdown off that. He gets this. How does Eno get back up? Blitz the Pineberry. Okay, but Elfeld isn't rejected off this. He blitzes the Pineberry, and then what is this?
That's a punish on the 8.
Hey, Raise Rob. I was yelling so hard I lost my fucking voice. Are you fucking kidding me? We'll get into that next. All right, so he went blitz, and then he went for the throw. And or at least I'm guessing he went for the throw and got 6H instead.
Jump back. And you can see him just choosing to navigate more than engage. Oh, wow.
Nice 5P.
Ready with the 5P.
Low. First is probably coming here.
I need to be really
No, he's going to hold it. All right.
Yeah, Arc Revo was wild, man.
Okay. That was a scary burst.
Oh, I saw that and I just got sad.
Basically the whole note there.
Oh, the vertical
that was sick.
Yeah,
yeah, so what this is actually one thing I have noticed is that, like, in general, people are kind of default to being ready for a grounded note and try and jump above it. And so you can actually just get a lot of people to jump into the note.
Jumps up.
IB basically the whole note there.
Oh, the vertical chemical
yeah,
catches him. Oh my gosh. LostSoul goes down 2 games straight to Daru. Daru gonna move forward in that winner's side. That's gonna put LostSoul on the lower side of that bracket.
Rush, I have no idea what you're referring to.
I was about to say towards the end there too. LostSoul
I don't think he blocked that intentionally, but I could be wrong.
To make his way out of that corner. He neutral jumped a ton of times, never committed to like a bridle, try to get out of the corner.
If he did, that sounds greedy as hell.
He was just jumping neutral in the corner trying to make
because giving up, like, Eno gets so much lockdown off that fucking projectile.
You can see that LostSoul was jumping neutral in the corner. So you can tell LostSoul was a little
so after that,
I need to be careful jump.
Oh, we got a good one.
We got to move on to our next round 1 match. This is going to be our other U.S. representative in this top 8. Very well-known Slayer player from NorCal, one of the best in the U.S. His opponent Omito got here by qualifying through Evo Japan at the beginning of the year. Arguably the best chip in the world. But,
it's not arguable. Summit is the best chip in the world.
All the time, the best chip in the U.S., so you know he knows the matchup.
This is definitely true. I said this while I was commenting right now as well.
For this match, both
you can see it's already taking its toll. Omito.
That's right, Rush.
He came on stage entrance.
You want Omito to win? Let me hear it. Take it, make some noise.
All right.
Hold up.
You want Omito?
I mean, if that's you know, what better way to make your entrance onto the stage than to just dead on time everybody else up there?
All right, guys. You want Omito to win? Let me hear it. Make some noise.
I cheered for both. I'm not gonna lie.
You want him to take and make some noise.
All right. A little U.S. crowd, yeah, U.S. crowd.
Arc Revo America. I just had to be sure. I just wanted to see.
Right, nice, and there's that matchup experience coming into play right away. I beat the second hit of that jump H. Got Mendo the throw there.
All right.
Yeah, U.S. crowd.
America. I just had to.
I like this, the 5-piece start or the 2-piece start. Meanwhile, fucking Summit decides to just instantly jump install H teleport and go for like the greediest combo starter there. I wonder what he was expecting Peter to open with and like what options that covers. Because I look at that and I go, Jesus Christ. Gutter Owl, the answer was, I went into it thinking that if Summit wins, then I have precious match footage to understand how Chip beats Slayer. Specifically this Slayer. And if Daemendo wins, then I am immediately validated for every single loss that I've ever had to Daemendo in tournament. And Summit and I are just two Chips who lost to Peter.
All right, here we go. Nice, and there's that matchup experience coming into play right away. I beat the second hit of that jump H. Got Mendo the throw there.
Oh. Whenever you see this shit right here, one.
Nice, and there's
all
that
right.
Matchup experience
First,
right
this
away.
right here.
And
then after the Mappa, Chip presses a button. One, it had never occurred to me to do this because I'm fucking terrified as hell of pressing buttons against Slayer. But yeah, I love that everyone saw this and was like, huh, okay. And then when you get to the end, you're like, oh. But this right here, he goes rush show and then he jumps and whiffs H. He fucked up his jump install. It makes me happy that I'm not the only person who does that shit. I obviously am not the only person who does that shit. It makes me happy that Summit also fucks up his jump install. Hey, what up, Dr. Bread? You can use Alpha Blade. YRC Gamma to keep shit going. Oh, I was surprised Daemendo got hit by that. But like, how did he set up that fight? Just off of 5K. Okay. Yeah, DP's in between. Was it?
Aware of the Alpha Blade, but
I forget what Slayer's moves are called, but that 2-hit bit. Oh, base the burst. Had to spend some meter though. Under pressure and it's late. Thank you.
And even those little 2-hit combos from Slayer do pretty good damage against Chip. You can see the life very even right now.
Going for the Shuriken Oki or the Kunai Oki. I just want to see that again.
Still gets picked up. Safe. Whoa, look at the read. Calls him out, but still gets picked up.
And even though
Chip got a lot of damage there off of, what is that, a 5-piece start? Yeah, one of the things that Summit said a little while ago, I think is after winning Southeast Asia Majors, is that Chip, he says that most Chip players don't do the right combos. And this right here is something that I'm really impressed by. So he gets counter hit 5P into 2H. I don't think he needed the counter hit for that to work. Like 2H just combos off of like everything. And I don't know if counter hit affects scaling or not, but he's got just a little bit of risk up here. And so the thing is, the risk definitely affects scaling, right? The risk meant that 2H does full damage, and that a lot of these things do full damage. Yep. Yeah, Chilladagio, we know. Yeah, so the way risk works is that it delays damage scaling. As long as you have risk built up, the rest, basically the early hits will do full damage.
The combos from Slayer do pretty good damage against Chip. You can see the life very even right now.
Hold these shurikens, bro.
Yeah.
Hold these shurikens, bro.
Rush, did you not know how that shit worked? God damn.
So no matter how much experience you have.
Anyway,
in the matchup,
yeah.
That mix-up
So
is
it's interesting because I hadn't thought about it this way. Normally, when I think about risk, what I think is, oh, it makes shit that does a lot of damage do even more damage. But I had not thought. Yeah. So Rush, part of that is risk, and part of it is Chip. What I had not considered is risk means that any combo starter you get will do some good ass damage if you use it to lead into a good combo. And that's actually not something that I had thought of. I had not thought, oh, I made you block something now. Maybe I should swing with something that's more likely to open you up and not a big damage starter.
Extremely difficult, if not impossible, to...
Oh, 5P is no proration modifier? Even better. So the only proration you're getting on the 5P is that it's the first hit in the combo.
Yeah, that's the scary part about Chip. We know he does not have much life, right? Look at how much damage that combo just took away from alone. We know he doesn't have...
And yeah, let's see how Peter got that hit.
If not impossible to...
Round start.
You just gotta guess, basically.
Round start, whiff JP into JP. God damn.
Look at how much damage that combo just took
Oh.
away from alone. We know he doesn't
Again,
have
good
much
use of
life,
Alpha
so his
Blade.
game is all about just annoying you enough to make mistakes. And you better hope he doesn't get meter. And you
Yeah,
bet
look at that. Summit doesn't cash this in for a knockdown. He doesn't give a shit about a knockdown against Slayer because Slayer's not that scared of waking up. And fucking Daemendo has said himself that he's plus on wake up. So he takes this pretty small hit, right? Gets the Alpha Blade, JP just converts it into a little extra damage. He whiffs the extension, so the extension would have gotten him probably like another couple hits, maybe like this much damage. Plus he'd get slow shuriken out and maybe get some Oki after that. That'd be scary. But even then, he still got a pretty decent chunk.
I hope he doesn't get meter, and you bet not get opened up by any of
Oh, and again with the Alpha Blade.
Speaking of getting opened up, a couple of...
Blitz gets caught. Oh, I was so ready for the hurt to just happen there.
I honestly think he did. He delayed it and then walked forward to hit a button. I'm pretty sure he had something in mind. It did work out, though. The 6K tries to get the
leaf grab. It is hard as hell to catch Peter with leaf grab.
Wake up DP from Omito.
Yeah, Omito keeps doing DP after the under pressure. Doesn't want to have to deal with the high-low mix up there. Oh,
wait, he was sticking on a button.
Yeah, oh my God.
That's our Peter for you. So I remember seeing this and thinking, oh shit. Peter showed him the wake up burst super in the second round of this set. We on some new shit. For reference, like for comparison's sake, I don't get burst supered by Peter because I haven't earned it yet.
Right on time. Right on time. Don't look at your wrist. Look at me.
Did you not see him get on the stage?
He let you know.
He let you know 15 minutes ago.
So Summit goes for the same round start that he went for in round one, and he doesn't get punished for it this time.
All right, one round apiece. Daemendo did have to spend his burst to do that, though, so he is down a little bit on the burst meter there. Ooh, counter hit.
Okay, takes the corner back.
Shouts to fucking Omito here, bringing out the Sarv. Rising JD, baby. That's what's up.
Ooh, counter hit.
Okay, takes the corner back. One round apiece in this first game. This is first to two. Oh, man. That could have been dangerous. There we go.
I said this a couple weeks ago. Everyone needs a little Sarv in them somewhere. You don't want to go full Sarv. Only Sarv can go full Sarv. But every chip player needs a little bit of that Sarv in there.
Still not ready, though.
Yeah, the adaptation to the DP.
He dashed to the other side on reaction.
Rush, you just got to know. You got to study the man.
So much damage. This is supposed to stun, too. Oh. Yeah, there's the stun.
Oh, you're done. You're done.
Yeah, he's dead.
Ah, this looks so familiar.
Yeah, the adaptation to the DP.
He dashed to the other side on reaction.
Oh my God, that 6P into the 6P into the 5H into the super into the fucking stun. Oh.
Yeah, he's dead. Just enough for stun. Counter hit 6P into 6P. So much stun. It doesn't take much more.
Take off the cape. It's my doorway.
So interesting. The first couple of rounds there was very back and forth. The hits that they
made. Summit mashed out of that dizzy hella quick. Shouts to Peter for having that meaty 5H on deck.
That's the scary thing when you're playing chip, right? You miss one DP or you get just hit by one solid thing, you just explode. That's really what Omito is trying to avoid here.
And that's the thing. You can tell that Omito was...
Yo, Dr. Bread, that's tight.
I cannot get hit. So you're willing to play that run around, that getaway game until you get the right hit. So these rounds are typically, they're going to go longer if it's what Omito wants. He needs that to happen if he actually wants that. This
is another thing that I've noticed that Summit does and has kind of turned up in the last year or so. I think he knows, especially in this matchup, like Slayer has a pretty hard time crossing territory quickly. Right? Like Slayer can go through shit. he can move backwards and forth very quickly, but he can't cover a full screen very quickly. Like sometimes he actually has trouble punishing dragon punches and shit if you're running fast enough when you do it. And so Summit knows that he can kind of run back here and get away with just find me. And that's a pretty neat thing to do. Like that's something I've been trying to work on more, is just recognize when I have the other person's respect in neutral and use that to do stuff like find me, because then that puts pressure on them to come in on me. And that's when I start to get more Gamma Blades and more 6Ps and all that good shit.
So typically, they're going to go longer if it's what Omito wants. He needs that to happen if he actually wants to have a chance, because if Slayer hits you once or twice, it's a dangerous situation. Nice catch right there on the backdash. Going to get the corner right there. Goes for the OTG with the 2K.
Yeah, so what I'm scared for here when Demendo finally gets pressure is Omito had been
good burst.
DP after under pressure basically every time.
My god, again with the rising Sarv. So Land of the Rising. Excuse me?
Every time, and it did look like Demendo had the read on that.
This mind fucked me. So here, Chip goes for teleport, falling JK, and the JK hits twice. It's actually active for a long time, but he does it and it whiffs, and he was going for the empty low the whole time, and Peter just fucking did that shit. Peter fucking did that shit. I don't think I've ever seen that particular setup in my life. Let's go back and take a look at it.
Using DP after under pressure basically every time, and it did look like
2K 6P. Yes, Dr. Bread, he's the Slayer God. He's the NA Slayer God. He's actually the world Slayer God at this point. This motherfucker got 5th at Arc Revo. Hell yeah. So 6P close S, 6P again. So he goes 2D, punch teleport, H teleport.
I'm a little scared.
And then the fucking low blitz. Oh my god.
Daymundo looking like he's wide awake.
All right, small combo there.
I like that double jump to make sure he's not in range. For the
good coverage by Summit, and he lands a hit.
And look at how Omito is annoying Daymundo right now.
Yeah, this is going to be enough to kill. Chip really good at, they call it like a guts crush, right? Where once your guts is kicked in, he just does as many hits as possible because you still have minimum damage on each of those hits. Chip very, very good at that.
Oh, good Gamma.
Nice
super crisp conversion. Yeah. Again here, look at this. So you get the Gamma, and you get IED JK into 2D, and the 2K into JD, and then you land, right? And this knockdown is not that useful. So you'll notice that even though Chip gets the knockdown off the JD, they both touch the ground at about the same time. And so Chip doesn't really have time to go for any tricky Oki that's not going to be risky, right? Anything he, like, at best, he can go for like a meaty Gamma Blade or meaty 5D or something. But against Slayer, that's not that scary, right? Because he's going to wake up, backdash, cancel some shit, and probably fuck you up, right? So there's a couple things going on in this situation. One is Chip's Oki here is not that threatening. The other is Chip's Oki here is especially not that threatening against Slayer. And if Slayer beats whatever Chip goes for here, Slayer will fuck him up. So Summit does a smart thing here and says, you know what? I will cash out this knockdown. Hey, Kawaii421. Thank you for the follow, homie. Summit says, I'm going to cash out this knockdown with just find me.
Very similar to last round.
He baits some shit. Awesome. Yeah, he loses the find me a minute later, or a second later, but it doesn't matter because he didn't get murdered going for some Oki that wasn't that useful, right? The utility of find me is pretty much fixed, right? So the question is what you're giving up here. And Summit realizes that in this matchup, you don't go for whack Oki because whack Oki will get you killed in the long run.
It's a good option right there. Instantly get you off the ground. And sometimes they try to YRC so you get that extra chance.
Again, same thing.
Oh, tricky.
He really likes find me.
No challenge this time around.
Yeah, scared of the opportunity plus there. Nice instant block and a close
oh my god.
And look at him. He's just jumping into these shurikens. Make sure he stays close enough.
Again with the find me. And just using the entire screen. I love that about Chip.
Finally gets a hit. Look at the lively Omito has right now, and he's still playing that touch and go game. Oh, river dance in the air.
I have to say, Demendo's movement right now is great. Nice.
Excellent
YRC.
DP bait.
Okay, that's how he backdashed.
This is so anime. Oh my god, Ryan. Do you see him backflip through the corner? This is so sick.
Oh,
really
that's sick.
Right
IED late J2K.
Oh,
and yo, Was that? Did I just see?
Daimendo really moving right now, trying to catch.
Did I just see the Starsky special? Fucking Summit out here is. He's got a little bit of Sarv and a little bit of Starsky. I fucking love it.
Omito. Oh wow, the 2H.
Not there yet.
Excellent confirm. Get some good damage.
Omito evens it up.
One game apiece.
Yeah, they are definitely moving right now.
Yes,
they are definitely moving.
This is some high-speed combat right here. I like this.
You called it right at the beginning of that game too. The pace of the game totally changed, where Omito was playing a little more runaway, and Daimendo started to pick up on that and started to get his movement up to speed as well, realizing that he was gonna have to, you know.
Yeah, Chilladagio, you should definitely catch it out.
Like the options, right? Like Daimendo was completely okay with jumping and just guarding.
Yeah, so effective range in a fighting game is a function of how quickly you can move and how far your attacks go.
That touch and go game continues. Game 3. This is 2 out of 3, ladies and gentlemen. This is losers top 8. Somebody is going home. I know you're enjoying the match, but somebody.
How come that shit never happens to me?
Top 8. Somebody
I always just get my shit kicked in from that.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh no, he's too close.
So that right there is interesting. I don't think the commentators realize this because it's a really weird interaction. But basically, the way Gamma Blade is implemented in Guilty Gear, it holds you for a fixed amount of time. And if you input a burst while you're in that Gamma Blade stun, it will actually wait for the Gamma Blade to expire and then give you the burst, which is really fucking annoying. And that's something that a lot of people don't necessarily realize. Like, Daimendo here is probably actually trying to burst before the Gamma Blade, but because he got caught by the Gamma Blade, it looks like he bursted super late, and he could have input that at any point in the Gamma Blade.
For the 6H, or maybe he knew about it. Calls out the burst, and that bad boy is empty. That's an empty.
I'm shocked that Daimendo burst there.
I don't know.
Oh, I actually like this little detail too.
You're enjoying the match, but somebody.
So when Chip is here. What up, Yuzuke? When Chip is here, kind of running neutral, gets his work in. Good ass conversion. Run up 5K is the I just want this thing to hit. It's also nice because it's whiff cancelable, so you can mash the shit out of it. It is active for 5 frames, and when Slayer is teleporting around at you like an asshole, mashing this button definitely feels pretty good. Does the so Ben asks, does the 6H whiffing have to do with the burst? Yeah, absolutely. So if Daimendo hadn't bursted and he just held the Gamma Blade, then that Gamma Blade, based on where he was positioned, and I'm guessing based on Summit being good, that 6H was likely going to combo. But if Peter's burst had come out, like if Gamma Blade didn't have the weird property where burst comes out after it's done, then Peter's burst probably would have gotten him out of the 6H, or probably would have hit Chip out of his 6H. So yeah, it's entirely possible that actually what happened was Peter didn't realize that when you burst Gamma Blade, it happens later. But because of the way the way Gamma Blade interacts with burst, it ended up fucking Peter up pretty badly there. So it's that he gets the burst input, but the burst itself doesn't actually execute until after Gamma Blade is done. Yeah, so Naratha's saying burst always comes out after hit stun ends and Gamma Blade is all hit stun. That could entirely be the case.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
So I think the burst invuln actually did make 6H whiff.
Did Daimendo burst there?
I don't know. I mean, I don't blame him. He ran in. The 6H actually faked me out. I would have did the exact same.
All right, Daimendo in trouble now. Oh, okay, that's a quick way to catch up.
This got to be the only time I was happy to see a Chip get counter hit pile bunkered.
Exact same.
All right, Daimendo in
twice.
Okay, that's a quick way to catch up. That's a real quick way to catch up. Oh,
that's a
small
big
drop. Maybe try to bait.
Crosswise. Burst caught it. Close it.
Yeah, that's the stun. Wow, that's all it takes, one mistake against Slayer.
Peter.
And you died. That's all it takes.
It's basically Chip, man.
That round was looking so good for Omito, and then you made one mistake. And now Demendo on the verge here
of eliminating Omito.
Wow, wake up
DC champion not doing so well. Here gets Demendo.
The simple cross up, keeping it real.
I was. Let's see that again.
Champion not doing so well. Here gets Demendo.
When Summit got hit by that, I was like, oh, thank God, it's not just me.
The simple cross up, keeping it real simple, going for the reset. Omito one step ahead.
Counter hit. This could be big right here. This mix-up is going to be so important. Oh, the rewind H in the air.
Yeah, he was ready for it.
Oh,
holy crap.
Let me get that.
Demendo actually tried to interrupt that with the 2P, but it wasn't
Ooh.
quite right.
Black B combo, YRC air throw. That's exactly what I was talking about. Hold the kunai,
I like that.
bro.
Oh.
Good block.
Look at
and he
the
jumps away from the command grab.
Yeah.
Tomito not trying to go
same
home.
side. The burst, he's trying to win right now.
Look at the air movement. I got 3 air jumps, bro. I'm moving. These are
Yeah, though we're about done with today's chunk.
Look at the air movement. I got 3 air jumps, bro. I'm moving. These are trees up here. I'm a ninja.
All of us saw that, and we were like, oh. And that is why Guilty Gear is fucking beautiful.
Not quite enough. Can I see the blitz?
You best believe Peter tap blitzed that shit. No whole blitz here. Chip had enough meter. I think. Let's see. Oh no, it was the last hit that gave him enough meter. Hell yeah, flex on him, Peter.
Perfect play at the end. Didn't have meter to RC, but he did have meter to blitz. I'm super interested. I kind of with
Evo Japan champion. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be going forward.
Demendo with the perfect play at the end. Didn't have meter to RC, but he did have meter to blitz. I'm super interested.
Yeah, this is the most we've ever seen Peter pop off or anything.
A button after that every time that he realized, oh, the next time I get him here, I'm just going to blitz.
I mean, look, that's a great question to ask. But guys, make some noise for the Evo champion. Omito, he will be going home. But what a showing. What a showing here.
So I didn't get picked up on the mics, but everyone, at least within probably 30 feet, could hear me yell so hard that I lost my voice. And now you see what I have to fucking deal with every week. NorCal, baby, that's what's up. So yeah, we will end the replay review on that note. That was a ton of fun. Shout out to Peter for giving me this one moment where I can look at Summit and be like, hey man, it happens.